Welcome to Holston Valley Unitarian Universalist Virtual Church. My name is Doug, and I'm glad we can get together even though we cannot be together. Today, our minister, the Reverend Jeff Briere, muses about two unlikable characters that show up at Christmas time, Ebenezer Scrooge and the Grinch. To accompany the lighting of our chalice, we have a request from Ed Searle. The Reverend Ed Searle was Jeff's intern supervisor about 20 years ago, and he asks us to put aside our pettiness, if only for the season. Let us banish cynicism and welcome wonder. If only for the season, let us downplay our differences and discover bonds of common origin and continuing cause. If only for the season, let us deny apathy and indifference and truly live by loving. If only for the season, let us set aside worry and smile and laugh and sing. If only for the season, let us subvert greed and jealousy and be good gift getters and givers. If only for the season, the brief season of light, of life, of love. Let us be wise enough to be a little foolish about candlelight and children and matters of the heart, if only for the season. We have different reasons for gathering here each week, but we have this much in common. We work together as a church to transform ourselves, our community, and our world by sharing love, pursuing justice, and seeking wonder. For a prelude today, the Northeast Tennessee Impromptu Ukulele Orchestra brings us a greeting from the 50th state in the Union, Hawaii. This is what you say on Christmas Day in Hawaii. Mele Kalikimaka.
Mele Kalikimaka is the thing to say on a bright Hawaiian Christmas day. That's the island greeting that we send to you from the land where palm trees sway. Here we know that Christmas
We will sing Loving Kindness next. Please light a candle to dispel the darkness, to honor someone or some event, or to bring light to a memory.
My name is Jeff Briere and I am the minister of this virtual church. I hope you're safe and well. Please remember to wear a mask if you go out in public, keep your distance from other folks, and avoid large indoor gatherings. One of the books that I was required to read when I was in seminary is this one. This is Three Prophets of Religious Liberalism. It concerns three very famous and important sermons, one by William Ellery Channing, one from Ralph Waldo Emerson, and one by Theodore Parker. Now, if those three guys formed a rock group, they would be known as the Big Bang. Channing blew up the doctrine of the Trinity, Emerson blew up the church, and Parker blew up Christianity. Channing said we didn't need the Trinity, Emerson said we didn't need the church or ministers, and Parker said we didn't need Jesus. These guys were in the front lines of liberal religious thought in the first half of the 19th century. And of all the three, Parker was the revolutionary. He took no prisoners. In his sermon, Parker described the differences between real Christianity and the Christianity as it was practiced in his day. He said the real, true, and permanent part of Christianity will not pass away, but the forms, the prayers, the robes and the vestments, the incense, the pews and the steeples, the sects and the practices, those are all transient and they will fade away. I was reminded of Parker and his distinction between the outer form and the inner content when I began to think about the Grinch. You know the Grinch, I suppose. As sermon fodder, the Grinch doesn't really lend himself to deep theology. He's not like Mary Oliver, whose poems are flush with beautiful images and personal theology. The Grinch is more like Ebenezer Scrooge. I presume that we all know the story of the Grinch and the story of Ebenezer Scrooge. Both Scrooge and the Grinch are loners. Both wish to be left alone. Both abhor Christmas. The Grinch hates the noise and the celebrations, and Scrooge is annoyed that Christmas costs him a day's wages for his clerk, Bob Cratchit, who was Tiny Tim's father. We have difficulty connecting with either one of these characters because of an essential grumpiness or grinchiness. In the culture of Christmas, the Grinch and Scrooge seem to have the least potential to be popular and the most potential to be forgotten. Santa Claus, the elves, the reindeer, Christmas carols, Miracle on 34th Street, cookies, the holly and the ivy, It's a Wonderful Life, mistletoe, the Yule log, all these have much more appeal than an old miserly grumpy grouch and an ugly, mean-spirited green Grinch. And yet, they remain, coming back every year. They, or we, just can't stay away. I wondered what it was with Scrooge and the Grinch. And I came to think that there were two things. First, there is redemption. Everybody loves a story of redemption. The Grinch is redeemed, as is Scrooge. For them, And for Dr. Seuss and for Charles Dickens, redemption is achieved in community. Remember, these guys are loners, wanted to be left alone. Scrooge and the Grinch are essentially outliers, living on the edge of society. Now, the words we have for people like them all carry negative connotations. Hermit, loner, tramp, misanthrope, bum, recluse, ascetic. Now, theoretically, there is nothing wrong with living alone, batching it, going stag, traveling light, being unaccompanied, unattached, unattended, or unmarried. But emotionally, there is some baggage that we carry along with us when we go it alone. We humans are social beings. We enjoy the company of others. Well, mostly. But Charles Dickens and Dr. Seuss are saying that we need others to survive. To survive. They are saying that an essential part of living is living with other people. By the end of the story, Scrooge is dancing at a Christmas party, and the Grinch is eating dinner in Whoville. They are back in society, living in community. That's redemption. Now, the thing that makes the Grinch an interesting character is that he tries to steal an idea. He tries to steal the spirit of Christmas. And that's what reminded me of Theodore Parker. Parker's sermon that he preached in 1841 is entitled The Transient and the Permanent in Christianity. In the sermon, he describes all the outer forms of Christianity that are transient and the inner essence that is permanent. In effect, he said Christianity would have come to exist even if Jesus had never lived, because the basis of Christianity, love your neighbor, do unto others, the basis of Christianity is an eternal truth found in every culture since the beginning. The Grinch mistakes the transient for the permanent in Christmas. When he steals the trappings of Christmas, the presents, the stockings, and the trees, he thinks he is stealing the whole kit and caboodle. But as so many people have learned, you cannot steal an idea. You cannot suppress the spirit. And so the Grinch has a lesson for us about Christmas and about life in general. And it's the same lesson that Theodore Parker taught us in 1841. Look for the essence. Look for the essence. Do not be distracted by the form. The presents, the music, the food, the cookies, the three wise men, the carols, the decorations, and the hoopla, all that will fade away. What remains, however small, even so small as one little who, well, that is the essence of Christmas. Bear with me now, because I want to stick my oar in the word wars that erupt every year at this time. I'm here to tell you that words are not important for the year-end holidays. Christmas and Hanukkah and Kwanzaa and all the other festivals of light will be celebrated this year and next, no matter what you say in greeting other people. So say what you will and be not offended by what other people say to you at year's end when they greet you. Words are transient. What's in people's heart when they greet you, that's permanent. So don't be distracted by the form. Pay attention to the content. And here's a Christmas sonnet for you from Isabel Guerre. Fill your heart with fantasy and song. This is the time to dream and not inquire if it be true, but let our deep desire inflame our vision, make it glad and strong to soar beyond our want. It's far from wrong to seek release. The year's demands conspire against our natures till our souls require the melodies and myths of ages long. The moon is full. The wind sings in the trees. Bright mountains call. The clouds and fairies dance. Ideals unborn and dreams half caught await, and we can choose what we shall make the keys to life. Shall love and joy and peace enhance the fantasy made true as we create? And I have a favor to ask of you. I promised Greg Kramer that I would give his facilities needs some exposure. And this is a good opportunity for you to give a holiday gift to the church. Greg needs some help in these areas. Some raking or blowing of leaves. And there are many small trees and woody stalks in several places around the property that need to be removed. We need someone or a couple someones to design a long-term plan for large plantings with input from the congregation. And the flower gardens, they need a leader who can take charge of designing and maintaining the gardens with input from church members. And the hiking trail south of the bocce court needs some clearing. Please contact Greg Kramer if you can help. And I hope that your year-end holidays are filled with light and love. I hope that in 2021 you arrive at a place of peace. Stay warm, stay safe, and stay connected.
We wish for you at this time a joy that overflows and overcomes, that vanquishes all mean disabilities and maladies of the spirit. May you drink deep of the liquor of life and intoxicate yourself with its beautiful persistence. May all your gifts retain their magic power to satisfy and fascinate, as once did the dolls and sleds and erector sets of childhood. May the darkness flee away forever and the dawn break endlessly. May you have the gladness of Christmas, which is hope, the spirit of Christmas, which is peace, and the heart of Christmas, which is love. Our time together nearly finished, but our work is not done. May our spirits be renewed and our resolve strengthened as we meet the challenges of the week to come. Please help me close this service now. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts and share with all the world. My name is Cynthia, and I'm happy that you could join us for this service. Please come back whenever you like. We will post another virtual church service next Sunday. Please contact the minister of the caring team if you or someone you know needs help during this time. Our services are recorded in advance, so current events may move faster than our ability to address them in a timely fashion. However, you can find up-to-date information on local events, social justice issues, inspiration, and content for all ages on our Facebook page. To close our service, we welcome the Kwire with their rendition of the Coventry Carol. As you make your way through the week, remember that you are good, you are loved, we all need a little work, and we were all in this together. Nothing left to say but, yay, church!
Lulay, thou little tiny child, bye bye, Lulay. Here's to how may we do for to preserve this day, this poor youngling for whom we sing. Bye bye, lule, lule. Herod the king in his raging charged he hath this day his men of might in his own sight, all children young to slay. Then woe is me, poor child, for thee, and evermore and say, for thy parting, nor say, nor sing.